part 2. Sorry about that. Didn't realise that the camera cut out. Right, so this guy here, former Federal Police, Australian Federal Police, cyber security. I thought he was a psychologist. Well, cyber security, what does he know about Byron Bay? He's probably lived in Sydney and Melbourne. He's probably never been to Cozy Corner in his life. He's probably never been hung around a bunch of drug addicts. No, he's cyber security. So where does he work? He works in a high-rise building. So what's he doing commenting about something at Byron Bay where he's probably never even been? See my point?
This is a physical avenue of inquiry which appears to have been missed and, one that should have been grabbed with both hands.
JP, have the police spoken to you about this?
No, it's all quite recent information, but I really believe that a proper investigation, really inviting place to the contrary. It looks a bit dark, it's a bit not frightening, but you wouldn't feel really relaxed in an area like that. So yeah, that's one reason why we think he may have been guided there.
Because that's not in keeping with the Theo that you know, JP.
No, not at all.
Now, what you can remember, all due respects to him, he hasn't lived in Byron Bay. He's from Belgium. He's not an Australian. He doesn't understand people that are Australian in that area. Now I'm going to show you something of my footage.
Clearing in the bushland. According to former detective Gary Jubilan, this is yet another confounding move. When you're there at night, you don't know. You don't see this little offshoot here, do you?
No.
To be able to see the place, we visit in daylight. It's a known spot for beach parties, which Gary believes could have been how Theo was lured here.
This clearing area, as I understand, is an area where people gather, have parties, and as you can see, it's a perfect area.
But then the
Can you see it? Look. They've walked right up into the very end. That's where they had the barbecue, right? Just back there. So then he said he walks up there. Of course Theo's going to walk up there. That's where he goes up there and does his number 2, right? He's not going to stand right there and he'll have a pee there behind the tree, or he'll go over there behind that bush over there and have a pee. I know I would.
GPS data tells us Theo went further, up into the bush where he remained for 5 minutes.
He's gone up that incline there, which is rather steep, and you can imagine being here at night. I've had a look up there and there's thick bush like lantana, you can't get...
Now, why didn't he turn around and say, oh, he found toilet paper? Because he didn't walk around with toilet paper. You do what every other Australian guy's been doing for the last 200 years since we colonised here in Australia. You pick up a bit of dry grass. If you're really going to wipe your bum, you use a bit of dry grass or a bit of sand. Now hang on. So if he wiped his bum and you get a bit of poop hanging around between his bum cheeks, what's he going to do when he goes down the ocean after he reads his YouTube and he watches all his text messages and he said, geez, that water looks good. I didn't get to wipe my bum properly. I'll take my pants off. I'll duck in the ocean and I'll quickly wash my bum because I don't feel very hygienically clean. There's nobody around. It's midnight. Who's going to see me? And I don't want to walk all the way back. Think about it. I don't want to walk all the way back down the beach, down through a car park, up over the hills, all the way back and through Byron Bay, all the way right back out there to a hostel with a bit of soil, poop, between your bum cheeks. Would you feel comfortable? No. What would you do? You duck into the water and wash yourself, the same as a monkey.